The 2002 National Electrical Code, specifically Article 702, does not aim to stop businesses, such as retail stores and restaurants, from staying open when the main power supply fails, provided they use a portable optional standby generator. The key here is that the generator needs to be powerful enough, with a sufficient kilowatt capacity to handle the electrical demands of the entire establishment. This ensures that essential services can continue to operate safely and effectively during a power outage. It's important to understand the difference between optional standby systems, emergency systems, and legally required standby systems as defined by the National Electrical Code. Optional standby systems are intended to supply power to facilities such as private business or residences and are typically installed at the discretion of the owner. Emergency systems, on the other hand, are legally required and intended to automatically supply illumination, power, or both to designated areas and equipment when the normal power supply fails. These systems are essential for safety and life safety, particularly in places like hospitals, fire stations, and other critical infrastructure. Legally required standby systems are also legally mandated and are designed to supply power to specific types of loads, such as heating, refrigeration, communication, and industrial processes, where interruption of the power supply could create hazards or impede rescue or firefighting operations. When selecting a portable generator for optional standby use, several factors must be considered. Firstly, the generator's power output must be adequate to meet the total load demand of the business or establishment. This requires a thorough assessment of all electrical equipment and devices that will need to be powered during an outage, including lighting, refrigeration, point-of-sale systems, and any other essential equipment. Secondly, the generator must be properly installed and connected to the building's electrical system in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. This typically involves the use of a transfer switch, which allows for safe and seamless switching between the utility power and the generator power. A transfer switch is crucial for preventing backfeed, which is the dangerous flow of electricity back into the utility grid. Backfeed can pose a serious risk to utility workers and can also damage electrical equipment. Thirdly, the generator must be properly maintained and tested regularly to ensure that it is in good working order and ready to provide power when needed. This includes checking the oil level, fuel level, and battery condition, as well as performing load tests to verify the generator's output capacity. Moreover, safety is paramount when operating a portable generator. Generators should always be operated outdoors in a well-ventilated area to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can be deadly if inhaled. It's also crucial to keep generators away from flammable materials and to never refuel a generator while it is running or still hot. In addition to the National Electrical Code, there may be other local codes and regulations that govern the use of portable generators. It's important to check with the local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable requirements. For example, some jurisdictions may have restrictions on the types of generators that can be used or the hours of operation. When determining the appropriate size of generator for a specific application, it's essential to calculate the total power demand of all the equipment that will be connected to the generator. This involves adding up the wattage of each individual device and then factoring in any motor starting requirements. Motors typically require a surge of power when they start up, which can be several times their running wattage. It's also important to consider the power factor of the load, which is a measure of how efficiently the electrical power is being used. A low power factor can increase the amount of current that the generator needs to supply. Once the total power demand has been calculated, a generator should be selected that has a slightly higher capacity than the calculated demand. This will provide a margin of safety and ensure that the generator is not overloaded. Overloading a generator can damage the generator and can also cause it to shut down. Furthermore, it's important to choose a generator that is designed for continuous operation. Some generators are designed for intermittent use only and are not suitable for providing power for extended periods. Generators that are designed for continuous operation typically have larger fuel tanks and more robust cooling systems. The type of fuel that a generator uses is also an important consideration. Generators can run on gasoline, diesel, propane, or natural gas. Gasoline generators are typically the least expensive, but they also have the shortest run time. Diesel generators are more expensive, but they are more fuel efficient and have a longer run time. Propane and natural gas generators are typically used in applications where a continuous supply of fuel is available. When installing a transfer switch, it's important to choose a switch that is rated for the voltage and current of the electrical system. The transfer switch should also be listed by a recognized testing laboratory such as Underwriters Laboratories or all. The transfer switch should be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable codes and regulations. A licensed electrician should be consulted for the installation of a transfer switch. Regular maintenance is essential for keeping a portable generator in good working order. This includes checking the oil level, fuel level, and battery condition, as well as cleaning the air filter and spark plug. The generator should also be started and run periodically to ensure that it is functioning properly. A load test should be performed annually to verify the generator's output capacity. If any problems are detected, the generator should be taken to a qualified service technician for repair. When storing a portable generator, it's important to drain the fuel tank to prevent the fuel from going stale. Stale fuel can clog the carburetor and make it difficult to start the generator. The generator should also be stored in a dry, well-ventilated area. It's also important to protect the generator from the elements such as rain, snow, and sun. The generator should be covered with a tarp or stored in a shed or garage. In summary, using a portable optional standby generator to keep businesses open during utility outages is permissible under the 2002 National Electrical Code, Article 702, provided that the generator has sufficient capacity, is properly installed and maintained, and is operated safely. Understanding the National Electrical Code, local regulations, and safe operating procedures is crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of the generator system. It's always recommended to consult with a qualified electrician or engineer for guidance on selecting, installing, and maintaining a portable generator system. They can help ensure that the system is properly sized and installed and that it meets all applicable codes and regulations. Remember to prioritize safety when operating a portable generator. Always operate the generator outdoors in a well-ventilated area to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Never refuel the generator while it is running or still hot. And always follow the manufacturer's instructions for safe operation. The information presented here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or engineer for specific recommendations regarding your situation. The National Electrical Code is a complex document, and it's important to have a thorough understanding of its requirements before attempting to install or operate any electrical equipment. Staying informed about the latest updates and revisions to the National Electrical Code is also crucial for ensuring compliance and safety. The National Electrical Code is updated every 3 years, and it's important to be aware of any changes that may affect your electrical system. By following these guidelines, businesses can safely and effectively use portable generators to maintain operations during utility outages and minimize disruptions to their customers.